Hola and welcome back. It is Priestess Melissa coming at you from Phoenix, Arizona. So I am dressed up in my Tex-Mex and Southwestern gear today to come to you today for our weekly message. So we're going to be looking at the Goddess Offset Isis cards, which are going to give us an outlook of what is going on for this week for us, all right? And then of course, I will draw one tarot card for each zodiac sign to see what is going on specifically for you. Now, don't forget, you can always reach out for a private reading, or if you want a counterpart reading, which is also really cool, you can check that out on Firefly Metaphysical, also here on YouTube. But check us out on fireflymetaphysical.com for any of our services that you may need. We do everything from pranic healing to house clearings, anything you can pretty much think of. So, but definitely for your readings and for your guidance to help you get through whatever tough situations you may be dealing with, we are absolutely here for you. Myself, Priestess Melissa, and Jersey Moon Carol, we are here to assist you in any metaphysical needs you may have. So, first of all, I just want to say happy Mother's Day, of course, to all of the mothers out there. And thank you so much to all that you do for your children and for all the mothers that have done all of the good, in our lives to help guide us. And even for the ones that maybe weren't the best mothers, hopefully you use that as lessons and ways to help you to learn how to do things from a better perspective, heal those generations, and the lessons that weren't learned from those experiences, and help the generations that are moving forward to be able to heal and do things from that better perspective, right? So we can have better legacies to leave the next generations. All right, beautiful. So we're going to get into our reading today. Once again, as I said, the Goddess Offset or Isis cards. So these are Egyptian cards, and these tap into, all the different gods and goddesses, and it gives us a little bit of a history about the cards and a message from the god or goddess on that card. But more importantly than anything, it gives us a forecast of what we're looking at from different perspectives of our life moving forward this week. And then we can see, based on the general message of the card and what the card is saying to us, we'll look, like I said, at one tarot card for each zodiac sign. We'll be doing that with the tarot familiars today and see what is going on for each sign. But first, let's bring in spirit, breaking up all the dense and dark energies within. Take some nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Relax into this moment. You deserve this moment to just allow yourself to connect with spirit and receive the wisdom, the messages, the ancestors, way showers, guides, those mothers and grandmothers that have passed on and that are still here with us in spirit through us. Thank you for helping us to know how we may better serve our lineage and leave even more of a legacy moving forward for the highest good, of course. So it is, so it is, so it is. Beautiful. All right. Hopefully you are feeling amazing today. And if nothing else, thank your mother for your life, because again, you have an opportunity to help with the higher work, to be able to set things in place, and even again, to do things better for yourself than the example perhaps that was shown to you. And that's okay. Sometimes that's what happens. But what matters is what we do with that, how we move forward, and do we, move into a place of healing from that perspective, right? Or do we stay, all right, there's our three cards, or do we stay in that place, all right, and not continue to allow ourselves to move forward? All right, coming out first today, we have Taurus. Now, speaking of Mother's Day, this is talking about pregnancy and birth. So I don't know if you're having birth today, maybe you're delivering today, if you will. Maybe you just found out you were pregnant evening. But right now, it feels like that in the past, perhaps there is something that you have been nurturing, that you have been waiting waiting to be birthed, right? Maybe you've been putting all of this energy into, and you're just like, when is it going to happen, kind of thing. Look at her. She's like at the point where she's like, I can't even take this anymore. This blue and green energy around us is really asking us to come to a place of balance and healing within ourselves. Because when we do that, you know, like when we do the breathing with the birthing process, it's no different, honestly, than when we're calming ourselves down from that, you know, emotional state of being, you know, angry or sad or frustrated or whatever the case may be. When we're out of sorts from that feeling of love within ourselves, peacefulness, right? So that breathing helps us to relax so that we can move through the process. In this case, move through the birthing process and allow the baby to move into the birthing canal and out, right? Same thing with our manifestations. There may be a need for us to really calm ourselves now, because again, the next card out is a Horus spark. Now this card talks about, meeting that gap, once again, crossing that bridge. And here it is again with Knew It in the last card. But the Horus spark, it always reminds me of like the rainbow bridge. It's like coming to that peaceful state within this, you know, moment, if you will, not waiting until we die. And then of course we have no choice but to let go of everything. And of course we are at peace, you know, we no longer resist and fight. But how much more powerful if you can do that within this state where you're still alive and you still have that ability to feel all of that pain perhaps, but you can relax enough to allow yourself to go through it, to bridge that gap with this Knew It energy. The Horus spark was talking about sacred union. So again, this is also about, you know, this talks about, and we're going to read this card, but Knew It talks about stars and timing. You know, her and her husband, essentially, he was the, you know, god of the earth, if you will, and she was the goddess, if you will, of the earth and sky, the stars and all of that. But they had to be separated, you know, and they couldn't be, it's almost like they couldn't be together in physicality, you know, they could only be together in spirit. And sometimes that is the case, you know. But regardless, what I feel this is saying is making this, you know, bridging this gap. That's what I really feel like this is saying today, between ourselves and what we know we can truly accomplish and have, you know what I mean? So we're at this state, it feels like, where we're birthing this all into this reality, or trying to. Maybe we're, again, stuck. Maybe we stopped dilating. Maybe the baby stopped moving down the canal for some reason. There's a need for us, though, to relax and come into this peaceful connection with ourselves, this sacred union, as it states. And this breathing, again, like we were talking about, it truly does bring you physiologically into that state of relaxation, and does allow for you to, you know, say, like in that emotional state, come back to a state of calmness within yourself. And you actually do, your mind, your emotions, your body, all start to relax. And this is necessary for us to move into this place and understand what is actually keeping us from being able to allow all of this to happen. With the stars and timing, it talks about numerology, for instance, and looking into when is the best time for you to move forward, perhaps to have a baby, you know, all of those different kinds of things. But when is the right time for you to truly move forward and manifest all of these things into your reality, if you will? So Knew It comes to 26 today, which is 8. And, you know, with her bridging that gap there, the 8 is the infinity symbol, you know, that when we see it in the upright, it's that connection in our heart space that is connecting basically spirit and matter. You know, it is that calmness, it is that equilibrium. When we connect with ourselves in that manner, that is the energy of God, and that is when we are the most powerful. So we're being asked to bridge this gap within ourselves so that we truly can tap into all that power today. So the stars and timing card today says Knew It is a primal mother goddess. Very fitting for today, mother goddess. And primal at that. So she was part of the formation of, you know, all that comprises like our inner and outer world, if you will. So her husband was over the earthly plane and she was actually over the cosmic plane. And so they together created this space for humans, as you'll learn. I'm going to read about it now. So it says, she was separated from her husband, the earth god Geb, so humans could live on earth. Her father, the sun god Ra, forbade her to give birth to her 5 children, Aset, Osiris, Nephthys, Horus, and Set. But Tehuti gambled with the moon god Khonsu for 5 extra days so this could occur. Nuit symbolizes separations and delays, but eventual success by divine intervention. So if there has been something, you know, that you feel like you've been kept from or separated from, if it is truly meant for you, you know, it's hard for us to sometimes, you know, be patient about the timing process, but the stars and timing, the comfort that we can gather from that with the numerology aspect, which we'll talk more about, is it does give us an idea based on our astrological, you know, point in space and time, if you will, what we can look for to expect, you know, when is the right timing that, you know, would be good to start a partnership, you know, or to put out a project, or, you know, promote something that we want to, you know, do. We take into account things like Mercury retrograde and all of those different things. But when we're looking at our own chart specifically, it can truly give us, you know, pinpoint those time frames, which really are best for us to move forward. All right, I just wanted to point out that I do actually have children myself. I have 3 daughters, 28, 20, and 16. So, but yes, this is so fitting coming out today with the Mother Goddess, Primal Mother Goddess. So we're talking about tapping into that power of understanding that you have that ability to create anything that you want, but there is always consequences. There is always, you know, positives as well as negatives to these things. And it is a, you know, commitment. It's not something that, you know, you just decide one day, well, you know, a good mother and father wouldn't do that anyway. You wouldn't decide one day that I'm just not doing this anymore, right? Once you make that commitment, that is your creation, you know, that is your baby, if you will. Even if you're not creating an actual baby, if you're creating something in your life, you're achieving something that is of utmost importance to you, and that is going to be of great value, and that you give your all towards, you know what I mean? And that you care about. That is also something that, you know, when you connect with in that way, you become that primal mother goddess energy as well. You understand what it means to make that sacrifice and do what is needed, regardless of how you may feel at any moment, all right? And so a channeled message from Nuit says, I am the goddess of the day sky and the starry night. I am the mother of Aset and of all Egypt. And I tell you, the answers you seek are to be found in numerology, astrology, and the correct timing of events. Be patient with your fate for now and ask for divine intervention from myself and Tehuti to allow you what you sincerely seek. All right, so get an astrology or numerology report. I would say both of those, because, you know, then you can look at them both together and kind of get an even better idea of what you're looking at and what's going to be best for you, right, for your life, and kind of start to navigate that a little bit better, if you will. So the meanings for this card for this week, the ForeCast, for abundance, watch out for unexpected bills and take care of investments. Money owing to you may be delayed. It's because we were talking about that, right? And we do have Mercury retrograde coming up on the 29th, I believe, so be aware of that as well. For love, difficulty with love, even when you feel this is a divine star soulmate relationship, due to past life contracts and the intervention of authority figures. For work and career, patience and a good sense of humor is required for now until present astrological and numerological influences pass. For travel, good for spiritual travels to Egypt, South America, India, or Greece. But have a psychic reading first to avoid traveling during the wrong time. In other words, Mercury in retrograde. So yeah, again, these can tell you good times, just like you check the weather forecast, right, for somewhere you're going. So check your forecast for when are going to be the best times for you to enjoy some vacay time, if you will, right? Some holiday time. All right, so for health, consider numerology and astrology for more insights on your current situation. Delays possible with becoming pregnant, but eventual success. So yeah, if you're having any delays, it's just kind of the nature of this energy right now. We are going through some dark moon lunar eclipse tomorrow, Tuesday, in Taurus. All right, so this is all about us being more grounded and figuring out, stop being so much in our head, if you will, in this head in the sky kind of thing. Bring it down. What is it that we need to know? There is an equation to all of this, and we can figure that out for our individual selves. So look into those reports for yourselves once again. So it says for family, dissent among family members requires a creative solution. For the future, new and positive ventures will flourish after initial delays. So, there's definitely success to be had, and there may be some negotiating and creativity that may be needed on your part with it talking about, Inuit gambling with the moon god, right? To be able to get those 5 days, to be able to have her 5 children and whatnot. So, I don't know, just keeping that in mind in any case. So let's get the tarot familiars out today. We're going to look through each sign and get one card for each one in regards to this reading, just to see what is going on for each of us. So going from Aries to Pisces, Aries to Pisces today. Let's see what is going on. What are we birthing? What are we trying to move across this rainbow bridge and bridge this gap, if you will, to all of our dreams? How do we do this? We may be wondering today, or what is keeping us from doing this, right? So let's see for Aries what comes out today. This is again the tarot familiars that we're using. Ooh, 2 cards out today, huh? The Fool and 7 of Wands. So needing to make a decision about which way to go and taking that leap of faith forward. If you're stuck, this is only just going to, continue that insanity cycle. You have to make a decision at some point. Decide where you want to put your energy and not continue to just think about it. You got to get off your duff and get going with it, is what this is saying to me today. All right, moving forward to Taurus. Again, happy birthday, Taurus. What is going on for Taurus today with this reading? Give us an energy around this reading for, too many. That was 3. Let's try again. Taurus energy, please. Show us what's going on for this reading for Taurus. 1 card came out today, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. So we're putting in the work that we need to, right? Definitely, because we need to move forward. We need to make those plans, which direction we're going. Put some value behind ourselves, right? Start to bring in some money, perhaps. And that is a good thing, because, we can only stay stuck for so long. Once again, with all of these ideas and things like that, maybe that we want to birth and bring into reality. But it's like, what's keeping you from moving forward? Doing the work is what this is saying. You put in that work. It may not even need to be a lot of work, but you need to do something that's going to help you to move forward today. And if you do, Spirit will definitely assist you in bridging that gap, especially with your finances. All right, moving forward to Gemini today. What's going on with Gemini energy? Gemini. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Swords. Definitely in your head about something. Has somebody caused some mental manipulation, or are you just struggling with some thoughts that you're having in your mind about, yourself and your ability perhaps to create and, for yourself and bring again, that stability into your life to birth those things into reality. But if you're constantly in your head and you're constantly in conflict with yourself, regardless of if that's coming from outside people, places, things, whatever, because our environments and, what we see every day and just what we're saying to ourselves, what we're thinking, about where we are and what our abilities are as far as moving forward, those definitely are, those gaps that will keep us from getting to where we are. You know what I mean? So we need to build that bridge. We need to come to peace with perhaps what got us to where we are, but know that we have the ability to go wherever it is that we truly want to go if we're willing to put in the work. And it all starts in the mind, right? All right, so moving forward to Cancer. All right, Cancer. Today we have King of Swords. Are you standing in your truth? That is beautiful if you are. The raven there is there with a message, if not, to let you know that there is a huge truth, an elephant in the room, maybe even, and maybe you've ignored it for a while perhaps too, but at this time it feels like that you are ready to look at that truth and face it head on so that you can truly move forward in your life. No more staying stuck for you. I like seeing that. Great work, Leo. All right, Cancer. Moving forward to Leo. So Leo, today we have 6 of Wands. Wow, lots of success going on here. So it looks like you are definitely understanding that balance, if you will, because 6s are all about balance. You've got your energy balanced because Wands are all about energy. So to me, I feel like that you may be feeling very successful in what you have been doing in your life, in perhaps overcoming challenges that have come up, moving through obstacles. Maybe it hasn't been quite so hard for you. If that's the case, that's great. And if not, it's all about the balance of your energy is what this is saying today. All right, moving forward to Virgo. What is going on for Virgo today? And Virgo has the Knave of Swords. So this is the Page of Swords. This is getting all the information you can perhaps right now. You are being studious. Perhaps you are doing, you are taking some training, a new course or something of that nature that is helping you to learn some new skills is almost what this feels like with that key in the raven's mouth, right? You're receiving the information that you need today to be able to help you to move forward successfully, perhaps in your current job, or to be able to move into a new line of work or into a higher position where you're making better money. So that's awesome. That's what that feels like today. All right, so moving forward for Libra, let's see what's going on for Libra today. Libra Nation. All right, so we got Knight of Swords. So definitely fast truth coming in. Something is being called out. I hear the call. Like you see here with the raven with his mouth open, I could just hear like something is being shouted, if you will. And maybe it's something, like even people, yelling your name or something kind of thing. It almost felt like some accolades perhaps. Or this guy could be saying, look out. Who knows? But some truth is coming forward fast is what this is saying. So be ready to receive it and be ready to use it to your advantage to help you to move through any blocks that may be in your life, especially mental blocks, because this is about swords, all right? Don't let anything block your way from being able to reach your goals in your highest perspective, all right? So moving forward to Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio today, please? Scorpio energy. Well, there was 3 cards, so we're going to do that again. Although I'd like to take 3 cards for Scorpio. 2 is pushing it. So we're going to take one card for Scorpio today, please. What is going on with Scorpio for this reading? Show me clearly. There we go. 2 of Pentacles. So what are we juggling? Are we juggling something within ourselves, a way that we are feeling or thinking about a situation? So whatever this is affecting your money, some decision that you need to make. Perhaps it is with work. But definitely, whatever this is, it is about making a decision, and it is going to bring you success once you do make that decision. On the bottom, Knight of Pentacles. So maybe it is about work, because with the Knight of Pentacles, it is talking about, making those plans and, deciding which way you want to go, what path you want to go down, and being dedicated to it. You know what I mean? So your ships can come in. All right. So moving forward to Sagittarius today. What's going on with the Sagittarius? And for Sagittarius, we have Temperance. So basically needing to balance again, come to that calmness. Ooh, the inner child energy perhaps here today. Maybe healing something with your child, perhaps even with this mother-child energy coming forward today. In any case, whether it's within yourself or whether it is with how you feel perhaps towards your mother. Since this is Mother's Day, it could be that mothering type of energy that we're speaking of here. But there's so much magic within you, and that doesn't change who you are or that ability for you to tap into that magic, regardless of what kind of situation you may have experienced with your mother, all right? If we're able to, it is always best to cross that bridge and heal things as much as possible. So if you're able to do that today, then wonderful and happy Mother's Day to everyone out there once again. All right, so moving forward to Capricorn energy. We've got the Two of Cups, beautiful, and that did come out upright. That's awesome to see. This is you and your especially heart power, which is very powerful. So masculine and feminine energy is what this feels like. Capricorn is really bridging that gap today, balanced. Look at the cups on top of one another. There is no mistaking that this heart is balanced today, and even the third cup above tells me that this is spirit, that with that halo, that circle around it, you know what I mean? So I really feel a lot of good energy from this card. You are definitely balancing things out in your life today is what this feels like. And if this is you, keep doing what you're doing. And if not, this is what we need to work on, definitely, because it did talk about the sacred union here in the Horus spark. And Two of Cups does talk about unions, not only with, a divine partner, like a intimate partner. It also means partnerships, within finances, our relationships, but also our relationship with ourselves, most importantly, all right? Because that's where it all begins for us to be able to have wonderful relationships with others and to find those people, that we can actually do that with. All right, perfect. Moving forward to Aquarius today. Aquarius energy, please. What do we have for Aquarius today? We have the Three of Cups. Beautiful. This could be celebrations, or if it's not, then perhaps you've been part of, some sadness in your life and you're basically just not feeling very good right now. But hopefully this is all about happiness, because this is again balance. We got the foundation with the Two of Cups on the bottom here, right? So that would be your masculine and feminine energy. And this would be that cup that's connected with spirit. That is so beautiful to see today. And if it is in the positive for you, that is wonderful, because, when we are balanced within ourselves, we've made peace with all of those situations in our lives. And we are, logical, like with numerology, that really is a logical way that you can use to kind of look forward as a forecast, as a more, directed and specific forecast for us personally. When we use that for us, then we can actually use it to help us to know when is the best time to strike and move forward and make those choices so we can celebrate, right? That's what it's all about, being happy in this life. And it's about those choices that we make, though, isn't it? All right, so Pisces, last one out, but not least, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for Pisces today. Ooh, Pisces energy, we've got the World. So something's coming to an end for sure, because a beginning is coming forth. And this owl is wise and knows that this ending is necessary. We know sometimes when those things happen in our lives, and we know that it was best, even if maybe we're not necessarily the most thrilled about it, right? But what we do know about endings is that there's always a beginning right around the corner to replace that. So if we open ourselves up to the new beginning and release the old, then we truly can move forward into that wonderful new life, bridge that gap between the past and the present, and then it's over. Once you've crossed that bridge, you've crossed the bridge. The troubled waters are underneath, and you're safely on the other side. This is what we need to keep in mind when we do this work. Once we get to the other side, we're over the troubled waters, the rainbow can appear, and the blessings, all right? So allow yourself to cross those bridges in your life today and celebrate the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Blessings to you this Sunday, beginning of your week, and tomorrow we'll do the Crystal Magic Monday messages, where we'll see what crystal, angel, ascended master, or mastress would like to work with us, as well as an invocation that you can say with your crystal, guys. This will help you through the week if you use this message, and if you use the crystal with you to carry with you throughout the week. It truly can help you to increase your energy, to help you to have a new outlook. Crystals have so many different purposes in our lives, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow. For now, have a wonderful rest of your Mother's Day, and don't forget to check me out on Firefly Metaphysical with my partner, Jersey Moon Carol, here on YouTube, and also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and at fireflymetaphysical.com. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much. And I will see you more soon. Bye-bye.